Welcome back, folks. We are going all out on this edition of Beef Sticks Podcast because last week we were all off, Pasty.
That is right, Fat Mac. And this week it's all about a little bit of the bubbly.
Bubbly, 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 bubbly.
And the things it does to people.
Oh, yeah, some people just forget about the most important things in the world when they've had a few too many and a nice big steak in front of them.
Oh, it leads to a damn good news week, though.
Leads to a busy news week when you update your itinerary daily for your podcast. Makes for a very busy week. But that's that. This is this. Pasty, this week you and I are both drinking, which
That's
for our
right.
podcast, it should just be every fucking week. But for some reason, we be slipping.
It comes and goes. You know, for me, actually, I like to drink, I like to not drink just about as much as I like to drink. So I'm cool either way. Because the show is a little bit of the bubbly, I've got the Bubbly, Miller High Life, the champagne of beers. I think it's my last one.
Oh no, it's the last of the champums.
Lasted since Galactic, and that was after you got your hands on them. I'm surprised.
Yeah, and I have I've got a Finnegan's sampler pack, and I had to get this because it is a full sampler pack of all IPAs.
Hell yeah.
So I've got 4 of them here. We have the Cosmic Snowball, which is a Smash India Pale Ale. We also have the Tile
Is
Factory.
that like a smash burger? So they just like smash it on the grill and pour it in your cup?
It's like after you have a few of these, you're just going to go smash. You know what I mean? Woman's going to be raw.
There you go.
We have the Tile Factory. This is a Mosaic India Pale Ale. I think they made that up. We have my favorite name. I haven't tried them yet, but my favorite name, the Brim Reaper.
Ooh.
That's a rye India Pale Ale. So this should be a little, I'm assuming this is going to be a little darker, have a little stronger taste, and I'm looking forward to that.
Pair
Maybe
it with
like
a Reuben.
Oh my gosh, that'd be so good.
Oh.
And then we have the Tree Bender, which is a session.
That's what we should do for beef
India
sticks.
Pale
We shouldn't
Ale.
be drinking. We should be eating beef.
Oh man, I'm eating beef right now. What are you talking about? Beefy. Yeah. So there's our beverages for this week. Pasty, do we have some sponsors for the week?
Oh, of course. Same sponsors as last week and next week and every week. Because we love them and they love us. And of course, folks, that means it's time for QualiTee's. That's right, QualiTee's T-shirt company of Wilmer, Minnesota. Putting on Wilmer Mania 2, and it's coming at you soon with showing appearances by Ken Anderson. So that's going to be a fun one. I saw his promo video for it, and he kept calling it Wilmar.
That's funny.
I thought it was funny. But yeah, QualiTee's brings you Wilmer Mania 2, as well as custom tees featuring sublimation, heat transfer vinyl and decals, and t-shirts for any occasion. And let me tell you, we got some for us for the Galactic Get Down, and I still wear mine on a pretty regular basis. It's a comfy shirt.
Oh, I wear mine all the time, and people take notice, and people talk, and people ask. People who have no idea what our podcast is, it's bright, it catches their attention, and people ask. And that's what we want. That's what, for us as a customer,
Exactly.
that's what we were looking for.
Take that as a note.
Bam, he
Other
gave it to us.
podcast producers, your black and white, ask me about my podcast shirt. Ain't gonna work. Ain't gonna cut it. Self-brand.
Nope.
Get yourself out there. And you can do that with QualiTee's T-shirt company. And if that's not enough, you can go over to my boy Corey Matthews at Monster Wear Clothing for all your small run or bulk orders on decals, stickers, t-shirts, hoodies, hats, glassware, jerseys, and many other types and styles of fabrics. Monster Wear Clothing also offers custom graphics and logo design services. It's your one-stop shop to get what you need to rep your brand. But of course, you can always rep our brand. Pre-orders for t-shirts coming at you very soon. Get you some Beef Sticks shirts. I know I would definitely like to get a headlamp shirt.
You know what I say? Put your beef... No, I screwed that up. You know what we say? Put our beef on your chest. Stick figure.
Yes.
Yeah, there you go. Slap a little beef on it. And you know what? If you want to slap a little beef on it, I know just the place that you could slap a little extra beef on top of your spaghetti if this was 1995, Pasty.
Yes, or part of 1996.
Yeah, a short part of it. Teeny part. Yes, folks, because
This week in pro wrestling history.
on September 2nd, 1995, Hulk Hogan's PASTAMANIA restaurant. Yes, this is real life, folks. Hulk Hogan's PASTAMANIA restaurant opened in none other place than the Mall of America in Bloomington, Minnesota. It was created and financed by Hogan himself. It opened on the Labor Day weekend of 1995 and was later heavily hyped on the very first episode of World Championship Wrestling's live flagship show, WCW Monday Nitro, which actually premiered that Monday the 4th from the Mall of America. Folks, Hogan's PASTAMANIA restaurant was so huge that we chose to commemorate that for This Week in Pro Wrestling over the first episode of WCW Monday Nitro.
Well, everybody knows about that.
Of course.
Man, I've seen the first episode of Monday Nitro, and I still forget about PASTAMANIA. I live in Minnesota, and I never seen the thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah, the restaurant, which remained in operation for actually less than a year, featured such dishes as Hulk's Power Pasta, brother.
It'll give you a 10-inch python.
Hulkios. Hulkaroni and cheese. And, of course, Pasty's favorite, Hulkaroos.
Me and my Hulkaroos.
Can't take those Hulkaroos away from Pasty. The man, this thing closed in 95. He still has a closet full of Hulkaroos. It's like he's waiting for the Holocaust or Y2K or something.
Oh, yeah. They're the only things that outlast a Twinkie.
Hulkaroos, brother.
Hulkaroos.
What you gonna do?
That vintage 95
When
flavor.
you eat them Hulkaroos.
You know, the place probably would have stayed in business a lot longer if it didn't sound like he was only pandering to children.
No shit. Yeah, probably. But at that point in time, even in 95, this was, people think about it. This was before NWO. This was long before Stone Cold and Rock and DX. All of wrestling was kind of geared
Was
at
Hogan
children.
on WCW at the launch of Nitro?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay. That's the only way it makes sense. I just wasn't sure. I thought he came over somewhere further in.
That's one of the biggest ways that they actually got to have Nitro was having Hulk Hogan. And then, of course, famously, Lex Luger, who WWF thought was working for them, showed up on Nitro, and nobody expected that, which was huge.
I knew it.
Pasty knew it.
I knew it.
He didn't know it, folks.
But I did know I was going to kick your ass at All Out.
I had a feeling you would, but as I was watching the show, I thought I was going to take you this time, Pasty. Not so much.
It was a close one. It definitely was a close one. I think it kind of played out in the same ebb and flow as the last.
Yeah, I feel like all of them have been pretty close, and you just end up smacking me in the end. I like it when you smack me in the end.
Hey, anytime, my friend.
Wow.
So did you guys watch All Out this weekend? I thought it was pretty damn good.
It was a good show. It was good wrestling that you could enjoy watching.
It definitely topped the free pay-per-views. And I wasn't trying to complain about the free pay-per-views, but it definitely topped them.
Free pay-per-views are like free food. You really can't complain. Worst case scenario, shut them off.
Right.
Free food, worst case scenario, just don't eat it.
So we kick things off in the... Well, they don't call it a pre-show.
The buy-in.
They call it the buy-in. And it's the Women's Casino Battle Royale with cheese.
Yes, in this Battle Royal, the winner would receive a one-on-one shot at the inaugural women's title on the very first episode of AEW on TNT.
We saw some pretty decent surprises. We knew Jazz was going to be there. Tennille Dashwood was just announced last week. One that wasn't announced that showed up was ODB.
Yes!
Fuck yeah. It just amazes me because, I was so surprised by it, and I was marked out, and then I was like, why am I surprised by this? Awesome Kong's here, Aja Kong's here. It only makes sense you'd bring ODB back.
Right. And
even if it is just a one-off, I hope it's not, though. They could have some good-ass triple threats.
Oh, for sure.
Or fatal four-ways. Throw Nyla in there.
Yeah, and she's, I haven't met a lot of female wrestlers that I really like, but ODB is one of them. She is a Minnesota gal, and Pasty and I are both Minnesota folks, whether I like it or not. And
I'd like to be her trailer park neighbor.
Yeah. She's got to be so fun to party with. So what happened in this Battle Royal, Pasty?
A bunch of people were eliminated, and Nyla Rose won by eliminating Britt Baker. But Britt Baker was eliminated by, who's the one with the face? Allie. There you go. Allie was eliminated by Nyla Rose, who hooked Britt Baker's arm.
Did you just say who's the one with the face?
That's what I said.
I think it's most of them.
They'll have a faceless one soon enough. This is AEW we're talking about here.
What was that? Was it 88 Keys? Was that? Yeah, 88 Keys. Remember, did you ever watch the old Dick Tracy movie with Warren Beatty and Al Pacino?
No.
Oh,
no.
They had a character on there called 88 Keys, obviously played the piano, and had no face. It was just looked like a giant bald head, like all the way around. And come to find out, 88 Keys was wearing a mask.
Oh, shit.
And it was Madonna! I'm not making that up. It was Madonna.
That's good shit. But yeah, Allie hooked Britt's arm, and they kind of fell out at the same time.
That's kind of cool.
For Nyla Rose to get the win.
I would have been fine with either one of those three. I really didn't expect them to go with Nyla Rose, but and some people aren't, but I am super excited they're going with Nyla Rose. I could see her being the first champion. She's obviously a great threat to whoever she faces on the first episode. And you know what? Just look, if nobody knew whatever there is to know about her, and maybe some people don't, so I'm not even going to say it right here, I don't think they'd hate on her as much. So just...
No, I agree with you there, too. Because, I don't know, for me it's just fun. Like, after this happened, watching the internet erupt over it. Like,
I know. But that's the internet.
I mean, all it does is brings in the attention, which is good for business. And it's good for Nyla.
And literally 50% of those are just trolls anyways that actually like her and just want to get attention.
The ones who complain about everything, even if it is decent. Yeah.
We all do. That's why I post pictures of my testicles, man.
That's why we have a wrestling podcast.
Oh, yeah, that's what I meant. Sorry.
Not enough people reply to us in the groups, so we bring it to you here.
I'm going to edit out that testicle thing. And then we had another buy-in match. So we had two buy-ins. Fat Mac was wrong. They didn't add a match in the buy-in. They didn't add a match on the main card. And thank heavens, because this ended up being a fairly long show as it was. Not as long as their last Double or Nothing. And not as long as a WrestleMania. I don't know where I stand on the length of it, but that's something to talk about at the end. But anyways, the second of the pre-show was a tag team match with Private Party defeating Angelico and Jack Evans. So, full disclosure...
I did not see that one coming.
Full disclosure, I didn't see either. I didn't see the pre-shows. I have a hard time watching pre-shows. I think anybody who's listened to us for a while understands that. So I really can't comment on any of these other than what I think about the results, but not the actual matches.
Yeah, and I watched the pre-show, but I think I kind of was doing something else at the time, or it was like dinner time or something, because I don't 100% remember anything about this match other than the entrance. Surprised to see that's 11 minutes 35 seconds though.
Didn't think it was that long?
No, because if I missed the whole match, it's... I don't know. Private Party's good. Angelico and Jack Evans, they're the ones I'm watching. They're the ones I expect to take the expressway to the top somewhere here in the next year. And I think we're going to see some really good stuff out of them.
Yeah, like I mentioned in our predictions... We know that at least the Young Bucks are really behind Private Party. They've been tagging forever in AAA, and of course, they haven't for quite a while now because they've had such great solo careers, but when they were the Los Guerreros de Silo, they were winning titles and winning matches all over the place. So these guys, and they're so young still. Yeah. Like they had a long tag team career, a really long and good solo career. They could go as tag teams for another few years and break off into solos again in AEW.
I know I would like to